great to have you with us as Cameron Indoor Stadium celebrates her 81st birthday, and off we go. The Blue Devils control the opening tap. They're trying to get it for Heath. Stewart won't let him, and now they turn it over as they forced it, and Goldwire headed the other way to lay it in. Goldwire to the left, Stewart, a pump fake, a three, count it! And we head to intermission, stolen by Stewart. Duke hasn't led since it was 2-0 until now, as Stewart lays it in off the right glass. Looking inside, off of a Moore screen, finds Stewart to the right and Roach. He wants to drop into the paint, bully ball off the left window, and down for two. Tied at 75. Goldwire for Roach. Looks to the left corner, there's Hurt. Three ball up, oh, he hit it! Cold-blooded from Matthew Hurt to give the Blue Devils a 78-75 lead. What a rally at home tonight. Down by 16 in the first half. Duke turns it all the way around, and they knock off Boston College 83-82.
Bizarre circumstances. I think initially all of us, Nate, Chris, Nolan, and I, you want to get that win for coach. Just naturally you feel that way. So I think there's pressure you put on yourself that, and when I say myself, it's all of us. All of us felt that way. And we really stuck together as a staff, decision making, subs, hectic game. You have Matt with the 4 fouls, so you're trying to find the right lineup, defensively, but also offensively. So I'm very thankful for having Nate, Chris, Nolan, just these last couple of days of prep. Coach also has been there every step of the way, from in the locker room. He did a Zoom with the team right before the game. I'm happy we won. I'm happy we won.
Well, I'd like to welcome all of our viewers into my my office in my basement at home, because I've been in quarantine with my wife, Mickey, for the last week, and hopefully we'll get out real soon so I can get back to being on the court with my team. One of my daughters was tested positive for the virus, and one of my granddaughters, and we had contact with my daughter. Not for a long time, but enough to where they said that we should be in quarantine. We're doing well. We get tested every day. My daughter and granddaughter are doing well. They've had a couple not so good days, but overall are doing fine. And you just have to follow all the medical protocols. So basically, I've been running our program from Zoom, and I've been involved with every day. My staff, my team. I watch every practice. I give feedback before the game. I was able to talk to our team in the locker room after the game. And I applaud my staff and my team for doing such a great job of improvising. No matter what, when the head coach is away, it's different. And my guys, John Shire, Chris Carrawell, Nate James, and Nolan Smith have really done an incredible job in bringing our team along.
This is now 9 unanswered for the Eagles. It's about to be 11 as Langford took it away and dunked it down, and John Shire wants a timeout.
Well, we knew that they had played as difficult a schedule as anyone in our conference. And the week before, the last possession in the last minute of the game, they were beating NC State at NC State. So this wasn't a team that was a losing team. It was a team that has lost some tough games. And you could tell that we were rusty. They have been playing, and they played a really good schedule. So they came out and they were hot as can be, and we got knocked back. They were so hot, and we were rusty, I think. And to our credit, the end of the half was huge. Because we were down by 16 points, 41-25, and really could have been knocked out. And instead, our kids and our staff, I think that's where John Shire and these guys really did a good job at the end of the half to get it down to 8 points. And then it's the best that we've started Again, we only played 5 other games, but it's by far the best we started the second half. You know, we really came out, and then we were a different team in the second half defensively, and we cared for the ball better, and was put in a really tough game-like end of game situation, and our guys responded.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Together tastes better. By Ford, built for victory, built for the Carolinas. Contact your Carolina Ford dealer today. And by GATORADE, win from within.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. GATORADE has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats GATORADE.
Nearly 150 years of experience goes into making each and every Continental tire. So you can trust with total confidence that our tires will deliver superior performance, no matter where the road takes you. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Today tastes like staying in, like our go-to place. Tastes like anticipating, and a little bit like waiting. Today tastes like a piece of the action, and it never tasted this good.
You never know what's around the corner. That's why Ford is built for what's next. Rough terrain, we can help tackle it. A lot going on around you, we can help you focus. Driver in your blind spot, we can help you spot them. And to help you prepare for what's next, your Carolina Ford dealers are offering great deals on America's best-selling brand. Now get a 2020 Escape with 0 for 60 or get a 2020 Explorer with 0 for 72, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. GATORADE has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats GATORADE.
In amongst the trees, Tabs had it deflected and stolen. Brakefield knocked it loose, Baker out of there with it. Goldwire for Moore, a wide open three, and he banks it in.
Oh boy, Wendell Moore, only 1 out of 21 from the field the last 4 games. Certainly hits a big-time shot to bring the Blue Devils within 1.
Pretty sure that first field goal was a bank 3. I mean, for me, I was happy to see it go through. Like I said, just seeing that first one go through, I feel like it took everything that was on my shoulders off of me. It just gave me a chance to play free, and I just go out there and win the game.
At the free throw line, it's Wendell Moore Jr. One dribble, left elbow jumper is good. Wendell Moore Jr. starting to heat it up a little bit. Back up top, DJ Stewart. Into the paint, Moore. A couple of dribbles, got inside, reverse layup, up and in for 2.
Extremely proud of Wendell. You know, clearly has not played well. He's worked his butt off. You know, he's gone up in the morning. You know, basically every day we practice with Coach Carrawell, and they're working. You know, same thing. You know, there's been a lot of noise. You know, for these guys, whether it's on social media or elsewhere, and he was just able to block out the noise and kept working. And you know, Wendell's always been at his best when he's playing defense. He's talking, he's leading, and I thought to start the game he did that, and then his offense came along as well. So can't tell you how proud we are of him. You know, he saved us throughout the entire game.
Here they go. Off the inbound, it's Moore, a fadeaway. Good! Oh, goodness! Wendell Moore Jr. off the right baseline to take the lead back out to 3.
Man, it feels great. I mean, really the biggest thing for me is my teammates were behind me the whole time. Even when I was going through the struggle, they always had my back. They kept believing in me. They kept giving me the opportunity, and I'm glad to make them proud tonight.
I can honestly say the first time, like coming back in that first practice, or that first scrimmage, I saw Wendell was a lot more confident. And I just knew that he was gonna, these next games, whatever game we played, he was gonna come out there and he was gonna hoop. And I'm really proud of him, and I'm really excited to keep going forward.
So our last game was Notre Dame, so I mean, obviously after that, we went home, got a little bit of time to ourselves, and I just kind of used that time to get in the gym and just make a lot of shots. For me, it was just seeing the ball go in. And that allowed me to come back to campus, continue working with the team. The guys continue to get better, which led to our performance tonight. My teammates always just believing in me, having that confidence in me, to put me out there and continue to follow me as their leader. And like I said, I just want to do everything I can to make them proud. And I think this game tonight, I mean, yeah, it was a good game for me, but it was more on them. They kept believing in me, and they gave me all the opportunities in the world to succeed. I think the confidence came from them again. Like I said, they keep pushing me in practice, keep telling me to lead. And so really their confidence in me gives confidence in myself. I know that I can go up here and speak for the team, and I know that they'll be behind me 100% of the time.
Well, he's maintained, and everyone in the program has maintained a belief in him. You know, I wish that fans would not, you know, throw people off the boat so quickly, and you know, just, you know, part of it, they're young kids and they're adjusting, and he had played very poorly, you know, up until the game against Boston College, but since the Christmas break, he's practiced really well. I mean, really well. He's talked more, and his teammates have been very encouraging to him. And we're going to stick with him, and we're not going to be a good team without Wendell. And no matter what people say, he not only had a good game, he had a great game. He had a great game stat-wise. He had no turnovers. One of the things that he's been doing he hasn't been strong with the ball. And he was amazingly strong with the ball and made, you know, one of the biggest buckets of the game with 2 seconds on the shot clock.
I mean, for me, we just want to keep it consistent. I don't want to have just one good game and go back to whatever slump I was in or not playing the same. I want to really keep continuing to play like this. Keep continuing to help our team win. And like I said, just keep doing everything I can.
Even though we can't have everyone gathered, we found new ways to make each occasion special. We're keeping your gifting experience both safe and personal through Reads.com, answering all your questions and guiding you to the perfect present, just like we have for over 70 years. Family always finds a way to celebrate life's moments together, no matter what. You won't just shop with confidence at Reed's Jewelers and Reads.com. You'll feel like family.
You're injured, but at the insurance company, it's business as usual.
Denied.
This guy? They call him the Deny Guy.
Denied. D-E-N-I-E-D. Denied. Denied.
He sings his song every day.
Denied, denied, denied.
Well, unless he hears from an experienced lawyer.
Tell them you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
Let's talk about math. Fuel points math. For every dollar you spend at Harris Teeter, you get a fuel point. 100 fuel points equals 10 cents off per gallon. 200 fuel points equals 20 cents off per gallon. 1,000 fuel points equals $1 off per gallon on quality fuel. And if you're shopping at Harris Teeter with your Vic card, your fuel points are already adding up. Check the bottom of your receipt. Harris Teeter Fuel Points, an easy way to save on fuel.
See harristeeter.com for details.
Nearly 150 years of experience goes into making each and every Continental tire. So you can trust with total confidence that our tires will deliver superior performance, no matter where the road takes you. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Duke 360, presented by Continental Tire, for what you do.
Going into the Boston College game, Duke had been off for 3 weeks. And as you can imagine, probably a little rust going into that game. BC had been playing in some competitive games going into that Duke game. And they jumped out up 16 in that first half. But so often we hear coaches talk about silent runs, how you can finish a half on a run and then begin the second half on a run. And there's silent runs because you don't really calculate the combination of those points that are put together at the end of a half and then at the beginning of the half. The Boston College game was a perfect example of this. With 2:13 left in the first half, Boston College was up 16 on Duke. Duke finished the half on a 10-2 run. DJ Stewart had 6 of those 10 points, ended up with a big 3 at the end of the half. Then in the second half, Duke explodes out of the locker room, goes on a 13-3 run to take the lead in that game. Jeremy Roach had the first 6 points of that run for Duke. Matthew Hurt had a big 3. DJ Stewart was critical in that run. So in 4.5 minutes, Duke went on a 23-5 run over the span of the end of the first half, beginning of the second half, to reclaim its position in the game. And of course, the game ended up being a 1-possession game for the balance of the rest of the game. But at a period where Duke was seemingly out of it, down 16, they make an unbelievable run at the end of the first half. They explode out of the locker room to close that gap even further to take the lead. And then it sends them on their way, ultimately, to victory. Those silent runs, Coach K has preached this forever. Ending a half and starting a half are so critical, particularly when you're down in a game like Duke was against Boston College.
We took better shots and we finished, and our defense picked up. At the end of the half, they had a tough time scoring. It was 41-25, and it ended up 43-35. So there was a 10-2 spurt there, and you don't get that without playing good defense. In the second half, the offense was helped by the defense with a couple turnovers and like loose ball stuff. We did some dirty work, and our coaching staff did a great job at halftime in getting our guys over the fact that they knew that they didn't play to the level that they can play, for most of the first half. So to make that adjustment in a 15-minute halftime with a young group, I think was an outstanding job by everybody in that locker room, the coaches and the players.
Vintage Duke.
He's going to take it down the lane, in the air, shoves it up, got it at the buzzer! The Blue Devils win it, 63-62.
Yes! Slamming that one down.
Are you serious? That's a special player, man. He's a diaper dandy. And look at this drive and the extension as that wingspan. And the Cameron Gracies love it.
Ingram to the lane this time. He's unstoppable.
He looks absolutely sensational. Smooth, fluid.
Primary ball handler with this group out on the floor.
Ingram!
Won't have any trouble finding highlights from this game, Wes. In traffic.
Well, Brandon Ingram was a joy to coach. He and his parents form a unit, a family unit that's as good as any that we've had in our program in my 41 years. They are amazing people who are, so he has the strength of knowing that he's been on a great team and has support, and therefore he was easy to coach. In some respects, we had to tell him how good he was. I can remember the Indiana game where Nate James worked with him before the game, right before the game, before we warmed up. And then we put him at the elbow and on the left side of the court. And he scored like about 20 points in a row. And the elbow for guys like Brandon, Jason, Zion, RJ, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Carmelo, Durant, has been a key thing for me. And he's right there with those guys. He's right there with those guys. And he has a great work ethic, and he's easy to coach, and is a great teammate. Other than that, you should get rid of him. He's a gift. He's a gift. And I told his new coach, Van Gundy, I said, you will love Brandon. Obviously, you'll love Zion too, but you're going to love Brandon Ingram. And he's called back a couple times already during the season. He said, you really undersold him. That's how good he's been.
At the free throw line, blocked by Stewart, and headed the other way. 2-on-2, looking for help, fed it back for more. Right elbow jumper, that's good. And Duke has some momentum now.
Duke basketball is brought to you by Town Bank, serving others, enriching lives.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. Gatorade has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats Gatorade.
She's the one, and you know it. At Reeds.com, we're making it easy to find the perfect ring from home. With helpful advice from our online jewelry experts, safe and discreet shipping, and beautiful ring packaging, you'll be confident the moment will be as perfect for her as she is for you. As a trusted jeweler for over 70 years, Reed's Jewelers will be here to make both of you feel like family. Long after she says yes.
Today tastes like staying in. Like our go-to place. Tastes like anticipating. And a little bit like waiting. Today tastes like a piece of the action. And it never tasted this good.
It's bow time.
Dad, we're hungry.
Yep, to the grill. No.
Out of gas on game day? Drop a big bow box on it. Game on. Feed a family of 4 with 8 pieces of scratch-made chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea.
It's bow time.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. Gatorade has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Hurt gets a touch, a jab step, 3-ball up and in.
Matthew Hurt knocks down his first 2 shots of the game.
Post touch for Hurt. He's got all 5 of the points for Duke. Into the paint, spun back to the baseline. Lost it, got it back. One more dribble over the front of the rim and down by Brakefield. Tried to find it in time for Okwama, and then Goldwire took it away. 1-on-3, all the way to the other end. Feeds it back for Hurt. Touch pass to Stewart, and they lay it in to take the lead. Goldwire trying to save it. He does. Now he's looking to drive. Along the baseline, Jordan Goldwire has his first 2 points of the game. The post and Hurt finds the cutter and Roach. Righty scoop. Pretty pass. Better finish. Stewart on the drive. Beep, beep. The blow by on Williamson to lay it in. Masood taps it. Hurt has it. Steps to the left. Puts it up and in. Oh, a chance to add to a 5-point cushion. Roach on the drive. In on Williamson. Switch hands and laid it in. Okwama's back out there defensively with 4. Hurt fades away on the baseline. Give him 2 more. Now some pressure. They break it easily. And Stewart flying in off the right side to lay it in off the feed from Goldwire.
It's good to be back. Really proud of the job my staff and my players had done while I wasn't physically present, and they didn't get tired of me on Zoom. But I'm happy to be back. I thought my team played really well today. I thought this was a really good basketball game. It was back and forth. I think the key to the game was our rebounding. Especially our perimeter rebounding. We got some big time buckets where our guys just hustled and got it. Obviously, Matt Hertka had a big game. And I'm proud of Wendell. Wendell did not score well, but it didn't affect the other aspects of his game, which in the first part of the season, if he wasn't scoring, he didn't play well. He played really well. He was our leading rebounder, played really well defensively. And, we have to go real small because they went, they put those 4 perimeter guys out. And Masood is a tough matchup because he's such a good 3-point shooter. I think they're a good team. And I know he's really a good coach. So proud of my guys. When you have a game, it's a pocket of time, a 2 or 3 day preparation of the game, boom. Then you start another pocket. And it's a series of those things. And by not being able to play the games, there's that continuity of just practice. It's almost like the practices in October or normal October, where you don't have the exhilaration of playing a game in between those practices. So it's totally different. It's totally different. And for me too, I've never been through anything like this. So there are things that we've done well and things that, haven't worked as well because just because, just because, and we just have to stick with it. I said last week, and I'll say again to all our fans, just give these guys support. This is not a juggernaut team, but it's a good team, and they're great kids. They're young, and we've had Jalen's injury. We're anxious to get him back because he has a talent level that can really help our team, and he's been great as a teammate too. And he can't. All he can do is shoot free throws and do some cardio work on the side and that. But he's like a manager, making passes, cheering for his team, and he's been great. Hopefully we can get him back soon.